Incoming transmission from Vice Admiral Richard Sams, Regional Coordinator Region 20, SFI.
Command codes verified.
Good evening. Very warm welcome to everyone. And a very warm welcome to my guests joining me in the studio this evening. We have Commodore Ailey Montgomery, who's the CEO of the USS Alba and our Regional Chief of Shakedown Operations. And from the USS Cucullen, we have Marine Captain Lee Raythorne. A very warm welcome to you both. Thank you very much for joining me.
Hi, Rich.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Oh, Mrs. Smith's there as well. Good evening, all. Evening, all. And in the background, randomly talking as Region 20 is Lieutenant Colonel Robbie O'Brien, who is running the back of house for us this evening, which is great because it means that I haven't got to worry about any of that. And it threw me for a second thinking who's commenting as the region. But there you are. So, right, where are we going? Well, I'm going to do what? I'll do it in a slightly different order. First of all, while we're doing welcomes, seems a great time, great opportunity to welcome to the region our newest chapter. The USS Reginald Mitchell has been launched as of this evening. Fantastic timing from Fleet Ops. It's great. So it's Commander James Smith is their CO and Lieutenant Commander Clive Burrell is their XO. They are formed from, bear with me, just so I can get the right name, the Star Trek Club Stoke. That's who's formed. That's who's formed the USS Reginald Mitchell. So it's great. So it's another independent Trek group that are coming in to join the Region 20 family. It's brilliant, fantastic to have them aboard, and we look to getting to know them and what they do through the weeks and months ahead. But it's great news. Another chapter in the region. Always good for us to keep on growing. What else have we got? So, excuse me. So as normal, wonderful Wednesdays. This week, your second chance to win a triple pin badge. No, that's the other lot. See, there you go. That's better. He's not bad, really. For what he gets paid, he's very good, actually. So there you are. Your choice of either the brown triple. It is brown. It is brown. It's just the way the photos come out. It's not sort of burgundy. Brown triple or the pink triple. And we still have a few Region 20 com badges left. So you'll get one of those as well. All you need to do is follow the link, which is on. Oh, bear with me because I didn't put that in. I didn't preload that, so I'm going to do that one. There you are. Follow the link 3 times now. Yeah, look, we got no excuse for not clicking on it now, really, have you? Because it's about half a dozen times now. There you go. Bang, 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 bang. It's that link. Click on that. All you got to do is click on that. Enter your name. That's it. It will get drawn on Saturday at midday, and then the lucky winner will get to choose which triple they want. Then it'll get posted out to them. So that's out the way. The other thing which is being launched, well, it actually, in all fairness, other than being mentioned tonight, more information will go out across all the regional pages, and with a request to post on chapter pages tomorrow. Is we're doing a spring fundraiser. So Robbie popped that other picture up for me. In fact, I can do it. So there you have a complete set there of the magnetic badges that are from Space Dock Birmingham. At the top in red is the Space Dock Birmingham Delta with the command chevron. bottom left is the USS James Watt with the operations chevron, and on the right is USS Geekology with the sciences chevron. Now, USS James Watt and USS Geekology aren't SFI chapters. They're part of the family that is Space Dock Birmingham. Okay, but you can see they're all two-part badges. They hold together with magnets, and if you think the magnets on the regional comp badges are strong, then these ones are 10 times worse. I went to move them earlier and slammed my hand down on the table because I've got my hand between the badge and the metal rim of my table. Anyway, they've donated a set of those, and what we're doing with them is we're going to raffle them off. £1 a ticket, and you can see their PayPal to raffle@20thfleet.org.uk. You can buy as many as you want, and you will get an email back confirming that we've received your payment and your raffle ticket numbers. You have until the end of May, and then we'll draw one out, and the lucky winner, wherever they are, will get those badges sent to them. Now, the cost of those badges has been covered by Space Dock Birmingham because a portion of the sale of each of those badges goes to their charity, Dazzling Dreams GB. It's a children's charity. So they've covered the cost of donating the badges so that the charities don't lose out. I am going to cover the cost of the postage to wherever they have to go to. So that means all the money will be available for charity donation. And what doing is 50% of what we raise is going to go to Dazzling Dreams GB. Because to be fair, the Birmingham only put them up for something like ones or Wednesdays. They weren't expecting anything back for them. So half the money will go to that. And then the other half of the money, the other 50%, will go to a charity chosen by the winner. So not only do you win the badges, but you get to choose where the other 50% of the profits from the raffle go. So it's a win-win. Really, it's a win-win if you win, because you get the badges and you get to choose where the rest of the money goes. And at least two charities will end up with some money at the end of it. So there you are, £1 each, and you could buy one now, buy one next week, buy one the week after, if that's what you want to do or need to do. Buy a lump in one go or not. It's completely your choice. There is no compuncture or no pressure to buy them, but it's the thing we wanted to do, and there's a nice opportunity to do something with a great prize. So there you go. And as Robbie's mentioned there, yeah, those chevrons do attach beautifully to your regional badges. They fit very nicely with all of those. And later on this year, there will be a fourth one coming out. I think it's the USS J.R.R. Tolkien, which will have the medical chevron. But I could be wrong about the name of which one is. Going to be definitely going to have the medical chevron on it when that comes out later on this year, hopefully. So there you are. Oh, there you go. Erica said Dazzling Dreams are a great charity. They fund equipment for disabled kids both at home and in schools. Brilliant. There you go. So very worthwhile charity to focus on. That's it. Right. Well, that's it for my parish notices, as 'twere. Lots of good information. There. Anyone got any questions or bits and bobs? The three of us were chatting before we went live while we were in the green room. We were chatting about the fact that there were some posts put on probably members only last week. Yeah, it wouldn't have been on the business page. It would have been on members only last week. Someone saying, I've been asked by some of my crew what they get from SF and I don't know how to answer it. We've had quite a lively debate between the three of us, chatting here and whatever. So I think it's worth dragging it out tonight. You know, it's to highlight, as Eric has mentioned earlier. So the USS Reginald Mitchell has come out and has come into the fold, as it were. But they're an independent Star Trek club, and are now forming up as a chapter in SFI. Their support ship is Space Dock Birmingham, which again is another independent club that's joined into SFI. And then the Appleton is part of Leeds Bradford Starfleet. So another independent club. So we've got three independent Trek clubs that decided to form chapters in SFI. So you've got to think that there's something there. And we were saying about the discussions, and not anything to do with why he's on tonight because he volunteered to come on, but it is worth mentioning. Lee wrote a really good answer on this post, highlighting about how we work as a region, about how essentially, according to the regs, you have a chapter, you have your chapter. I will do. I have seen it. I will. I'll chat to you afterwards, Mark. I've got an idea about how to merge that in. So you have your chapter because you have to have a chapter to belong to SFI. But essentially, whatever any of the chapters in the region are doing, you're free to wander in and do as you want to. I mean, Q Forward on the Cucullin's been running for a year now, and John Hardy's a permanent squatter. I mean, he's probably been there long enough now to he's probably a squatter's rights, and you couldn't throw him out if you wanted to. The Appleton do a quiz each week. The Liberty Bell do the Who Am I? Caroline do Trek Trivia Tuesdays. The Merlin via Pip does the weekend quiz. Lee and Anthony do their giveaway competitions. I run Wonderful Wednesdays. It's all merged. So if you picked out all the different chapters that are involved with doing bits and bobs there, but anyone from across Region 20 or indeed across the entire fleet can join in with any of those. And that pulls out of it. And the other thing we said was, all right, okay, now I'm not. It's going to sound a bit of a crass giveaway. It's only $5, which I know for some people can be a push. Getting that let's say a $5 because the dollars is daft. It's a $5 a year and whatever. But as I was explaining again earlier, if you, as the majority of us, I think, pay by PayPal, then actually SFI don't get $5. They get a little bit over $4 once PayPal takes its international cut. It's a nice bit from America there. And just from the IT point of view, just the paying for and running the websites and stuff, because I can't believe, I don't know for certain, but I can't believe that Moodle is free. Not to the extent that we as in SFI use it, because there's all these things. It's like this StreamYard. You can have the basic doesn't cost you anything package. But for the basic doesn't cost you anything package, you're forced to have their logo stuck in one of the corners. You can't get rid of it. You're limited to the number of people that you can have on chat, and you're limited to how many times you can broadcast. If you go to the next one up, which is what we've got, you can do more. It's the same with all these things. So I can't believe that what we have for a Moodle is free. I can't. I might be wrong, and I'd be very impressed with Moodle if it was the case, but I can't see it. So
I'm just going to jump in here from the back end and say it's extremely unlikely that what we have is free. We use it as an enterprise solution in work, and it's not cheap. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I didn't think it could be free from the amount that we use. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Hey, Lee, please jump in because I'm got people in and I've not shut up yet.
Yeah, that's a good comment from Clarissa there. The unity, that's what I like about it is I think that we, especially in Region 20, sum up the infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Because, well, especially on the album, I know we all like different shows, we all like different uniforms, and there's no pressure to, push for one particular uniform. Although sometimes it looks great in photos if we're all wearing the same kind. I think it represents the diversity of the whole of the region, that we can turn up to an event and there's no pressure to all look the same. There's no pressure to all, like the same thing. And everybody just chats and, says what they like and don't like about the different shows, what they like and don't like about the different uniforms. And it's unity in action.
Lee, anything from you? Go on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd really just be repeating everything that's been said, but I think people can participate in as much or as little as they like, and that's a great thing. Now, it's not going to be for everyone, I when I joined, I was kind of just going to the Cuchulainn party nights, and I was kind of doing small bits. But I found that the more I put myself out there, and the more I participate in, and the more I can learn about the other ships, the other crews that we've got, the region as a whole, and even expanding outside that region to like kind of good friends now with the Commander Starfleet, Steve, and getting to know like even Russell Camp, who we lost recently.
Yeah,
It's incredible the impact these people have had on our lives, and that we have on each other's lives. And without that active participation, you'd kind of miss out on all that. So I mean, for the price that the membership costs, it's worth its weight in gold.
Gonna put this out there. 4-hour private stream chat with Doug Drexler. Life goal achieved.
Yes.
Yes, it's true. Yeah. I must have, yeah, and that whole meeting, everyone, absolutely. I've been thinking the closer now we get to the weekend when we should have all been going to Belfast, the more disappointed I'm getting. Now, don't get me wrong, it's 110% the right thing to have done, because we probably would have had to have cancelled anyway, and we wouldn't have been able to do the proper event, because we'd have had to have socially, it's absolutely the right thing to do. But I was really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
So I'd even booked annual leave, so I kind of got that weekend. I'm like, I'm not doing anything now.
Yeah.
It feels like something's missing. It's like for the Albert not doing Edinburgh Comic Con last year and then not getting to do it this year. It's like it feels like we've forgotten something or missed out a huge part of the calendar because it's just not there. 2022 is going to be amazing. I don't think we're ever going to be where we actually live, because we'll be all over the place. We're going everywhere we possibly can.
Yeah, and I mean, Lee, you guys have missed three Dublin Comic Cons now, because they have the spring one and the summer one, don't they? So it's three so far.
We've missed out on that. We were missing out on the summit now, and we missed out last year on DST as well.
Yes, yeah. Well, fingers crossed that might be where we first get to sort of see everyone. DST. Yes. Well, welcome. Yes, very warm welcome to everyone on this live chat on March the 479th. Yeah, I know what you mean, Dan. It does feel that a bit there.
Yeah, it's like one of those awful movies that you sort of like sitting on the edge of your seat wondering what earth's going to happen next, but we lived through it.
Yeah. It in some respects it feels. I'm more conscious of missing stuff now than I think I was last year, because it was just so.
I'm gonna have fun when I'm 90 with 2 grandchildren sitting on my knee going, when I was younger, you couldn't get toilet paper for love nor money.
Yeah. I think part of that feeling this year, Rich, is because everybody was hyped up. It was kind of like with the First World War, it would be over by Christmas. We were told it would be over by June. 3 weeks lockdown, that's it, we're going to be out of it. So everyone thought that there would be all the events in the autumn, and then all the events were going to be definitely 2021, and then suddenly all the big events like the Star Trek cruise cancelled till 2022, and you're like, suddenly it's kind of like the knock-on effect is still there. So it's slightly ever so less positive the second time around, I think, because we're kind of like, okay, it's rubbish, we can get through it. Now it's kind of like, just I want things back.
Yeah. But it'll all be worth it if when we do meet up, it's all as safe as it can be, and we know we're not putting anyone at risk or forcing anyone to miss out because they just don't feel confident in coming along. So because the summit next year will be awesome, be brilliant because it'll be. Hopefully, there'll have been a little bit of a chance to go out and do a few bits before we meet for the summit. So it'll be a case of well, I haven't, I'm going to pin on DST now. I haven't stopped since DST, and I've been at this and at that. And the Merlin, we support a little com up there down here, just in about an hour away from me, and I'm really fingers crossed that the guys that were doing just started building the momentum. We got to the third year, and it was good. We got a good little buzz going, and we'd started working out stuff we were going to be offering games and bits and bobs. So I just really hope that they carry on, and they can build on that. And as Robbie's mentioned, actually, if you look at the positives, though, we've had a ton of Trek to watch while we've been at home in 2020. We discussed this on a previous one not so long ago, that I think we're about as saturated for Trek, or we're going to be as saturated for Trek as we ever have been before. Did we have 3 going at once before? It was DS9, Voyager, and Enterprise were all on at the same time.
Season 7 of TNG, season 3 of DS9.
Just as Enterprise was kicking off.
Right.
Possibly.
So we've only done 3 at once.
We had 3 in production at once, but we had only got 2 on the air previously. Now we've got 3 on the air, with a fourth one, 5th one in production.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good time to be a Trekkie.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I think it'll help draw in a new generation, or the next generation, if you will.
Yes.
Fans, I mean, people who had kids, those kids are now growing up with, okay, not so much Lower Decks, but maybe Prodigy,
Yeah. I love Lower Decks from the point of view that it's an adult It's an adult's cartoon. It's brilliant. I haven't watched all of them yet because it's a bit enough. I've loved what I've met so far, but it really is it's an adult, and it's like one of those. I was discussing this with someone. It might have been at an AB meeting, and they likened it. It's the Trek version of something, and it was like it's all the sort of stuff that all the stuff you think they would have wanted to say on a live action one, but would never have got away with. But because it's a cartoon, you can do them, and of course you can people can be bounced off walls and floors and stuff in a cartoon because it doesn't hurt until it's not there's no stunts. Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Don't forget all the cool aliens that were described in the TOS novels that are just practically impossible to do, or prohibitively expensive to do with special effects, that we might actually get to see for the first time on screen.
What, like Lieutenant RX?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
With that third arm.
There's so much more that can be done now for less than if they'd tried doing that in the 60s and even the 80s. Maybe even the 90s, some of the stuff wouldn't have been possible.
No, I mean, you look at the production values from Picard and Discovery. It's just what they can do now. And I think more importantly, they seem at the moment willing to pump the money in, which is the important bit. It's all very well having the ability to do this stuff and having the ideas for it, but if the owners won't play ball, then it doesn't get made. But there does seem to be a realization that actually there is an audience out there for it. And like I said, such a wide spread of stuff as well. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So question for the audience then. So what are you most looking forward to doing again once you're able to? It might be later on this year. It might be next year that's Trek related. And it could be, by all means, if it's something that we've already mentioned, by all means mention it again, because we've only gone with all our personal choice of stuff.
Hugs.
Yeah. Okay. Note for self. No pre-show Red Bull for Mr. O'Brien. Yeah.
It keeps coming in like a glitch in a video game.
Yeah.
They sort of shiver when they come in.
It's fun because I'm making notes, because in a fortnight's time I'll be doing the same for him for Crayon Crack.
You're going to cause havoc then.
Well, I'm thinking I might work out the props. I've got a fortnight to do it. So I was looking. We've actually got a fifth week in this, a fifth Thursday.
You know what this is going to be? This is literally the next 6 months is going to be myself and Rich just one-upping each other on these streams.
We'll start running a stake to see what comes next.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good one, Dan. Yeah, doesn't necessarily have to be trip related, but yeah. I've missed going to the cinema.
What was the last thing you saw in the cinema, Rich?
Oh Lord!
Putting you on the spot. Don't worry, Lee. You've got time to think, because I'm asking you next.
Look, honestly, I can't even remember that far back. I couldn't tell you what cinema I was last at.
It would have been November, December 2019. Don't think we went at all in 2020. In the little bit of time that we could have.
I managed to go once in 2020, and it was September. I went to see Tenet. The cinema opened for long enough, and it was seriously, I was the only one in there. There was no one eating popcorn. It was brilliant. I had the cinema to myself. Look who's just appeared.
Oh.
Hello.
Talking of restricting Red Bull before live broadcasts, it's Fleet Captain Erica Smith. Hello, dear.
What do you mean? Hello, darling. You're right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes. Keep threatening to see that. Now that's impressive.
What?
That you still fit into your Monster Maroons. Mine. I'll admit, mine are touch and go at the moment. So
oh no, these fit. They fit fine.
Yeah.
I spoke to Karen. It's stretchy.
Ah.
Well, the undershirt is. This isn't. It's. I'm going to say ugh. But yeah, they do fit.
Hmm.
I must admit that I pulled this out for the International AMA on Saturday, and I did put it over my shoulders with trepidation that it wouldn't actually do up, but it's actually quite loose on me, so I was very, very pleased with that.
Yeah,
this is feeling a little bit snug, but I've got a top on underneath it, so
yeah. See, Lee's what's behind Lee, I've got exactly the same layout, but mine's just hanging on the door, which is over there, and you can't see it on the camera. But they've all got much more of an airing over the last year than they would have done if I'd been going to stuff, just putting them on for these, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my rail is actually coming off the wall, so I'm gonna have to refit that.
Oh,
yeah, have you got pants on, Rich?
Yes, I have. Thank you. Yes.
The eternal question.
Yeah. As was asked on the International AMA last week by Mr. Logan.
I've got my command Crocs on.
Yeah.
I was dreading what you were going to say there, Erica.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're good.
They were a present from Jess, actually.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm cheating because I wanted to be comfortable, so I'm wearing matching joggy bottoms.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a great thing about it. It doesn't matter. I can see the the appeal now of being a television newsreader, because it's, for those of a certain age, it's almost like Kenny Everett. From below, from the waist down, you do what you want. No one's going to see.
Yeah, it's like Angela Ripoff when she was on Markham and Wise, isn't it?
Yeah. But if this desk splits apart, it's because it's broken, not because it's in effect.
Kenny Everett. The only thing I can remember about Kenny Everett is in drag, but it's in the best possible taste.
Yeah, that's what rich means.
Cupid stunt.
Okay.
Yeah. Cupid stunt.
Yeah,
The other one, I
Jeff-
can't remember the businessman who was cut down the middle, and he was bowler hat and tutu and suspenders the other side. One of his great ones I remember is he had his punk who was called Sid Snot. And there's one sketch he did when he was up before the magistrate, and it was Sidney Aloysius Snot of no fixed abode Wapping.
The one I always remember is, yes, with your Sherman tank, you can park anywhere you like. With your Sherman tank.
He did that. Do you know what? He could have fitted in SFI actually, because he was that American general who had ribbons that went like out there, didn't they? Yeah, and the massive like squared off shoulder pads, and ribbons that went round the houses, round the block, and came back again. Yeah.
Jess has just said that she's found Crocs Spurs. I have seen those. They're not Spurs. You sent me the link. They're balls. They're not Spurs.
Oh dear.
Don't know why she thought of me.
No,
not at all.
You must have sent it to the wrong person.
I know, right?
I know.
Sweet and innocent, I am.
Are you on a dual stream or something? Because you're obviously talking to your other audience. Right, anyone got anything else they want to confess? Mention that could have been dangerous, offering that up.
That's what I was going to say. Phrasing. Remember your audience.
Starfleet confessional. Yeah. Or any questions for anyone? I can't think we've had. No, there's not been much news. I don't know if I mentioned it before, actually, that Saturday the 7th of August has been not touted. No, I have seen it said that Saturday the 7th of August is when the virtual IC will take place. Nothing other than the date, so no timings or whatever, but no doubt it'll all be similar to what it was last year, so early to late evening.
Send out invitations this time rather than public links.
Oh, don't know.
Sorry, just to answer Jessica's question there, it's actually part of the uniform. It's actually stuck on, although I would have preferred if it hadn't been. But it's just the way the uniform came when I bought it on eBay.
I've seen someone doing them, and for the love of me, I can't remember who it was now. No, that's going to bug me now. I'm sure I've seen someone doing them, the lower decks com badges.
Same seller that does the.
I did get someone to 3D print me a lower decks phaser.
Brilliant.
I did ask him to make it like kind of cartoony. I think he kind of nailed it. Just got to sand it and paint it.
Brilliant. Yeah, there was that one time. I'm sure it was like someone who does like the resin or the 3D printed stuff. Who did you say it was, Robbie? You mentioned someone, but I didn't.
The same guys who did these, so we got them off Rich. Remember, the same eBay seller does these.
Oh, is it? Is it Cosmart? Right. Smith's gone black. She's gone rogue.
She's gone to refill her tea, I think.
Yeah, tea. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Zoom where you drink out of your cup, but no one else no one any longer believes that it is tea, even if it is 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Just see if there's anything else that popped in.
Yeah, that would be coffee, and no, I went to let the cat out.
Wow.
That's another euphemism for going through a pee.
No, I went to let the cat out.
We'll let the cat out.
Actually, I've got one for you. This Saturday, I'm going to be doing a random crayon crack. Because this Saturday is apparently 1 year since I've been appointed Brigade OIC.
Ooh.
So look out for
Already?
funsies. Yeah, I know.
Blimey.
Time flies, isn't it?
Mind you, this time next year, Appleton's 5.
What?
Uh
I
huh.
remember when you were born babies.
Merlin's 5 in less than a week.
I was going to say Merlin's 5 this year.
28th. So next week the Merlin turns 5.
You think Summit 2022 is 5 years since we commissioned?
Of course, you commissioned in at the Edinburgh Summit, didn't you?
Yep.
I know that the Alba's 8 this year.
Right.
Dan's feeling old.
Yeah.
I joined in April 2013, and by November 2013 I was XO of the Alba, and 8 years.
Mm.
Well, I've had a couple of breaks. Got
ideas.
Oh God, Jess has ideas. I'm worried now.
You should be. She can't tell the difference between balls and spurs.
Yeah.
Well, she says she's found spurs and balls.
Oh no, different one for each foot.
They're almost as bad as Smith having ideas. This is actually quite correct. I resemble that Mark.
You can't ever say they're not fun ideas.
What does Rich call? Rich calls them carnage, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Considering one of those ideas had me doing my Die Hard impression with tinfoil, I mean.
Oh no, I can't. I'm a bit to pull it up straight away now. But tinfoil. I'll
We do not mention the mirror universe, do we?
The before time.
Yeah, that was a challenge. Appleton won it, Robbie.
It was indeed, and none of the rest of you did one.
I can't remember where my tinfoil picture is. I know it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Bin bags, Play-Doh,
cardboard cosplay. Oh.
Yeah.
See, I really enjoyed the game at the Edinburgh Summit where we were making, was it bonnets or hats or something like that?
Oh yeah, Easter bonnets.
Easter bonnets.
On a try.
Yeah.
I still have pictures of those somewhere. I think
that's what Rich is trying to find.
Yes.
It's that one.
Scott and I were judging, so we had to protect ourselves. So we had tinfoil hats, which I think we did quite well. The pair of us building that.
Yeah, you did.
Out in the foyer. Yeah.
Because Betazoids cannot read people's thoughts through tinfoil.
Yeah.
For the purposes of that game, anyway.
Very good. Very good. Right. Well, do you know what? We've been waffling for 40 minutes. So you're now warned, pre-warned for a Saturday special crayon crack this coming weekend, which will then be followed. So I might try and work out something to do for the 5th Thursday then, because we're not going to get many of them in the year, probably 3 if it fits. So I'll try and work out something for next Thursday as well, something slightly different. We'll try and do something.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Oh,
If it opens again, are you allowed back in that Weatherspoons?
No.
No, I'm not surprised.
That was depicted the death of a red shirt using Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how I say that the Play-Doh had to go through extensive therapy? That's why.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I think we would cause so much havoc if we went as a group to Butlins because they all wear red shirts, don't they?
Why do you think Jess is isolating us in a hotel for a weekend?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
guess who's running the games, Robbie?
Trapped in Belfast with Erica and her games.
It's like,
And worse, Erica and Williams, and they've no responsibilities.
No, Erica and Williams, and I think I'm bringing Rob, and I think Lisa might be coming as well.
oh Lord.
And the Cullen and the Appleton in the same room together.
Oh dear. I think any more summit stuff needs to go out with warnings. Fortunately, most of my guys who are coming from the Albert have met some of you, but we have newbies who this will be their very first event that they have signed up for. I'm gonna warn them. I think I need to send them photographs from all the other summits we've been to.
Or you could not and see if they're Starfleet material.
Yeah.
So that's a hard pass on the Play-Doh then.
Yeah. We're just visions of you getting it through, you bringing it in and bringing it out.
If you're allowed.
Hey, I'm not leaving the country. I can take what I like in my suitcase.
This is true. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, flying into the Republic of Ireland with Play-Doh in your suitcase might take some explaining, but you're coming to Belfast.
Yeah.
You're assuming our customs officials pay attention.
No, but you can imagine, can't you, if there was going to be one weekend that they would, it would be that weekend. It would be that flight. It would be that suitcase. Yeah.
Yes, try and explain the plastic explosives you have in your suitcase, Miss Smith.
Let's put it this way, right? The last time I took a flight anywhere was to Thailand, and it was that flight, and it was that security guard, and it was that day, and it was that suitcase.
Yeah. I remember you telling me here.
Yeah. And that was before we got anywhere near any ladyboys. But I
they just know.
Right, before we go too far deep, and we're balancing on the edge of the precipice as it is. Let's
I'm trying my best, okay.
Call it a night. Yeah. No, your priors are coming out of the woodwork, aren't they? Whether you want them to or not. So, very many thanks to my guests this evening, to Ailey, to Lee, and to Erica, to Robbie in the background, poking his oar in every 5 minutes. Please remember there will be more information going visible tomorrow about the raffle fundraiser. The Wonderful Wednesday link is up in the top of this stream, or it's on 10 Forward, or it's on Discord. A very warm welcome and congratulations to the crew of the USS Reginald Mitchell on their launch. Look forward to your journey with us. And for everyone else, please continue to stay safe and keep well, because hopefully the end is in sight, and we can start putting some of these plans, because some of them I want to be nowhere near when it goes. Or no, I want to be watching from the other side of the bar, chuckling over a pint while it all goes. Yeah.
Sorry, Rich. Can I just ask? This new ship, have they got a ship page yet?
They've got a page for their group, and I'm trying to nudge one of them to give me the link. I'll probably bang it into 10 forward when we get it, so that people can go and say hello and visit. Yeah. No, I have said to them, have you got a group and is it open? Because people are going to want to come and say hello. So yes, they'll sort it out and let me have it. So as soon as we've got it, we will ping it up, probably on 10 forward and across Discord, so that people can go and say howdy doody. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. Good point. Right. Other than that, thank you very much, everyone. And stay safe, and we'll see you all soon. Keep well. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to sleep this off. Please let me know if there's some other way we can screw up tonight.